haven't unloaded the car, but I got the fire going. And I'm really enjoying this view. The room slowly becomes me. Or I become part of it. Just as a side note, my kids say they hate this property and they're never ever coming back to visit. And I said, so am I crazy that I love it here? And they both said without hesitation, yes, Mom, you are, but in a harmless sort of a way. From the mouths of babes. Well, I'm back here, for better, for worse. Night 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you know, kind of going on into infinity here, but I'm back. And the cabin is cute, kind of like my awesome RV, so another home. I love watching the sky turn almost royal blue and seeing the trees silhouetted. Oh my God, we are in total chaos again as I am working on the organization. Yep, that's how it looks. Right now it's really nice and warm. The sun's going down again. Looks beautiful. Insomnia. I like this view though. I can see it better. All my books up there, some of my favorites. I'm cozy. It's only 4 degrees outside, so it's a lot less chilly than last night. Last night it was, I think it was like minus a few degrees, and I had to keep almost my head under the covers too. I should have had a hat. I should have been wearing a toque. Anyway, the solar lights are still working. So they got some decent sunlight yesterday. Beautiful morning. It's not even that cold. My thermometer says that it's like 16 degrees inside here. It was a little chilly last night, but nothing like the night before. And yeah, my insomnia, I guess it allowed me to see the stars from bed, and that's pretty magical, so I'm happy about that. Anyway, I'm still working on the organization here, and I'm just gonna get some coffee going. Coffee's on, thank goodness. Left my phone last night charged the whole time, and also was watching some videos while I was awake. So that's my Jackery 160. It's my smallest one, and I use 12% for my phone. And I had this lantern plugged into my 12-volt outlet on my Jackery 240, and I fell asleep with the light on again, so I ended up using more battery, you know, 84%. So I'm gonna walk down and plug them in. Those slippers. They may be rather funny looking, but they did keep my feet nice and warm last night. And speaking of slippers, here's my camping slippers. These were a gift many, many years ago from Megan, and like I'm thinking over 20 years ago, maybe even 30. And look at them. Now that's built to last. I think they're from Mountain Equipment Co-op. It's a good brand. So here's my Renogy 100-watt solar panel. And then I have a little table set up behind with a cover in case it rains. Then I just plug it in and cover it up. At this angle, only getting 7 watts at the minute, but I don't know. This easel's been out all winter, so I don't know if I dare turn it around. The fire pit's usually a good area in the earlier morning to charge the batteries. But I'd have to move the solar panel. I often do that in the summer. I'll move it throughout the day, and then the last place to get sun is that corner right over there. But I think today I'm just gonna leave it. The composting toilet was a lot more pleasant this morning at these temperatures. What a nice day. So sunny and bright, and it's warm. Decided to move the solar panel and just prop it up on the old trailer. And wow, what a difference. Out of the 100-watt panel, I'm getting 65, 66 watts in, as opposed to over on the easel with indirect sun, I was getting about 8. But in spite of that, you can see how fast it charges up, because it went up to 89% just being in the indirect light. So I'm gonna cover this up and let nature do its thing. That was actually a really short amount of time to go up those few percentage points. Just, you know, some tire time, and I was getting some free, relatively free electricity.
So oftentimes we'll go up to 95% on a new.
Well, my meeting is done, and I just can't believe what a gorgeous day it is. I feel so happy. I'm so happy. I have no thoughts of being crazy, not on a day like this. Then it's like, yeah, of course, why wouldn't I want to be in the woods off grid? So anyway, I'm gonna go and check and see if the lake, you know, close by is unfrozen. So, and I'm gonna bring one water bottle with me. Normally I take about 4, so 4 almost 5-gallon 20-ish liters bottles with me, but today I'm just gonna take 1 and I'll use it for wash up water. I still have plenty of drinking water left, so bye for now. Greetings on this glorious day. My phone says it's 13 Celsius, but it feels really, really warm. Almost too hot for my sweater, but. And my car says it's 57 Fahrenheit. So anyway, my first visit to the lake, and I've got my coffee with my dandy blend in it, and I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled to have this beautiful day. Could be a bit of a challenge to get much water, and then I'll probably have to filter it quite a bit because I won't be able to get deep enough to avoid debris. But hey, I'll use it for wash water. Just getting ready now for some spring cleaning. So I've pretty much emptied the car other than the front actual seats. Not sure if you saw my video before leaving British Columbia about the car being a survival pod, but I'm about to show you everything that I had in it. And note to others here, a 12-volt kettle takes about a half an hour to boil 1 coffee cup full of water. So it's not what I expected. All my amazing battery operated tools, which are awesome for off-grid. And I got my fast charger, which plugs into my Jackery battery, so I can solar charge them. And then one of my favorite tools, the kindling cracker. It takes the back-breaking aspect out of chopping wood, and I just don't have the upper body strength. A shite ton of food, and I got my flexible 50-watt Renogy solar panel. For my off-grid property, I collect lake water, as I mentioned. And I mean, it means doing your spring cleaning in a location like this, but is that something to complain about? It is a nice view. It's like this tree was just made for this task. It's perfect. I actually hate seeing this kind of thing. You know, cigarette butts and papers. I think ashes are fine, but clean up.
It helps the speaker lead his audience into the scene he described by creating an imaginary picture. Usually it's something that moves.
Almost done. Car's as clean as it's gonna be without a vacuum. So now it's just trying to decide, because I'm thinking I'm gonna turn this survival pod into a camper. So even with the seat pushed all the way back, that passenger seat, I still have just over 6 feet. Well, that's enough for me to stretch out fully. So I might look at getting rid of that one seat again. Thank you to Santa Fe for not having their seats fold down flat. Well, Humpty Dumpty is back together again. Woo! Not very organized, but at least I know what's staying in the car and what I'm going to unload back at the property. And I know which seat I'm going to pull out. So it's been a very productive day. The sun's gone, but hey, it's been really wonderful. Just thought I'd walk out to the point. Awesome. My goal will be to camp on that island at some point this spring or summer. What a view, huh? One last task is cleaning up this fire pit that people left. Cleaning up the garbage and the paper. I always say we should leave things as good as or better than when we arrived. And so I couldn't just leave it, because that paper's gonna end up in the lake. It's not the worst one I've ever seen though. There was people that built a shitter on one of my favorite islands. And that's great. Great that there's a shitter, but the sides were open and the paper was just all left in a pile. So that was a nasty job, but I started a fire and I burnt all that nasty paper because you know your lake is going to get full of that nasty toilet paper, and of course you know every lake needs higher fecal counts, right? So, and off we go back to home sweet home. Let's see how much more I can get done today. It feels really good to be productive. It's 4 o'clock, so I think it's time for breakfast. Haven't eaten yet, and I'm starting to get a little hungry. Can you see that? A whole shite ton of geese. So I'm actually raking the snow so that hopefully when it rains tonight and tomorrow, these last snowbanks will be gone. It's nice to see my fire pit again. Exciting. And then there's another snowbank over by the shower. I've cleared some of that. And with it being 15 degrees, honestly, if I had more water, I'd probably take a shower right now. Some good news is that my tent, it had flattened, but it didn't die. So there it is. Under that tree right there. That's one of Jules' favorite spots. I'm hoping to get her up here. She's really not doing well, and you know, with the lupus, it's just been so fast that she's changed, and she's just skinny as hell, and the medication, prednisone, immunosuppressant, hasn't helped, so I'm hoping to bury her under that tree. And yeah, that'll be a sad day. I'm just waiting for the ground. Hopefully I can make a hole. Has really become quite the climber when we're on these beach walks. I'm just going up there. Oh gosh. There is a gigantic spider I caught. Thank God I caught it, because I would not have slept. It's as big as that one from the woodpile in the summer. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm gonna walk really far away to let it go. I'm just loving this light because it feels like lots of light for free. I mean, the lantern isn't nearly this bright and it uses a lot of battery, but this has its own power supply, so it's just awesome. Got it on Amazon. It won't last all night, but it doesn't need to. So I'm pretty happy with that. Nighttime, tire time, and I'm feeling joyous.
Joyous not because I was constipated, but rather because the temperature was far enough above zero that it wasn't painful.
And there is the cabin all lit up. Oh, looks so cute. You might hear those wind chimes. Trying to avoid the mud here. And there it is. Well, you can't really see, but it's feeling a lot more organized. Still working on this corner. Still sharing the bed with boxes. But I've got now 3 of the windowsill shelves up. So I'm happy about that. It was mildly frustrating. And I got some baskets and glasses above up there. And that's where I sit and watch a video on my phone. I've got some water on to get warm so I can have a sponge bath. And I fit some of the baskets under here like drawers. I added this piece here in the middle, and it's going to be for fire related supplies. And then I've also been using the top as my kitchen sink area. And I store my stainless steel bowl. It's a nice large bowl underneath here for when I need to do dishes. And I've got, for the moment, I have tools and things in my top drawer here, and my wood supplies, and then my stove, which is an awesome stove. I'm loving it. So that was my entire power usage yesterday, 11%, and that was from, again, insomnia and watching videos and keeping my phone at 100%. I place this light in the window during the day, and then I hang it here. It helps me see everything that's down low, and that saves a lot of pressure on my jackery. And then, I mean, these lights, the string of lights up here, that was a game changer. I mean, it's got its own solar panel, and I'm just gonna see how well it charges by just sitting in the window, and maybe I can leave it there. Anyway, a string of lights up there as well, which are really, really pretty. I was enjoying that. In my state of insomnia, I was enjoying the twinkling lights.